We've got everyone in the car. Ooh, there's a booty warmer on the seat. I just noticed that. Oh, that feels so good.
Right.
All right. So let's talk about the race.
Scale of 1 to 10. What would you give it? If this was a Yelp review.
If it's beauty, I would go with 10.
10. Oh my gosh, it was gorgeous. So pretty. Maybe that's why I was so slow, because I kept stopping and looking, because I can't run and look at the same time.
Yeah, I would do the same thing. Like, oh, cool.
And I tried to take pretty pictures.
How'd that go?
I got some pretty good shots.
It's still not yelling at me. You know that, right?
It yelled at she was bigger. But the lady that I drove with my parents to the...
This is gotta be on YouTube. So,
Yeah.
Just know.
I guess I'll edit that out.
I'm sure that lady follows.
It's our whole conversation.
Follows Ultra Arenas.
Well, I didn't say anything wrong. She is bigger. And she weighs more, so maybe. But, I mean, you're an adult. I don't know.
Okay, so what are the questions then?
So,
Well, but if you're saying as far as performance, that is such a complex question.
That's
like
what
a
this is
2.
for.
I would say like at least maybe a 4, because
on your performance?
I'm disappointed. in
Interesting.
myself.
I feel like I could have done better
I should
if
have
I
done
didn't
better.
have the injury in Sky Island and I didn't become a lazy sloth / glutton for those 2 weeks that I couldn't run. And it was only 2 days.
That's self-talk.
It was only 2 days. That's self-talk.
I think I PR, but I had it in my head that I was going to do even better, and I didn't. So I'm disappointed in what But my body did the best that it could under my circumstances, but I'm still disappointed that I didn't do better.
I know I could have done better, but I know why I didn't do better. Because of the injury.
What about you, Michelle?
Ooh. So I DNF'd. Not a DNF because I didn't try. I gave it my all. I didn't make the cutoff to make it to the 3rd loop, but
They kicked us out.
I hauled ass.
Do you think that cutoff was too short?
I think it was.
Wasn't this their first year doing a 50 miler?
No.
That cutoff was unfair.
No. They've been doing this race for like 20 years.
But do they do a 50 mile as well?
I don't know how
She
long
said
they've been doing this.
37 years.
I didn't know if they just added like the 50 mile.
I'm not sure, but I don't think there's like a huge ultra running community here.
Well, with that type of like race, it's kind of a little hard to get into it.
Yeah. Yeah. A generous cutoff. Like my legs felt great besides the cramping and stuff. But I mean, I could have done it just at a slower pace. And especially with help from Jess, if I would have made it to pick her up as my pacer, I would have completed it for sure, but I don't think I would have made my 10-hour goal.
You know, I was thinking about your goal.
That was quite ambitious.
Oh, but it's good to have goals.
Well, but think about that though, because when I was running and I was trying to do math in my head as a runner and it never works, but I was thinking about your goal because selfishly, this sounds bad, but I was like, oh, fuck, if she passes me, that's going to be such a demoralizing thing for me but it's a double-edged sword, so take this with love. Because it's one of those that, man, how badass would that be for you to lap me? How cool would that be for you to be so fast that you're lapping me? But I was thinking about the math on it, and you said that you did your fast pace when you won was 6 hours and 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for me, I get slower every loop. So like my first loop I did 4 hours, the second loop I did in 5 hours. So if your fastest 2 were 6.5, if you kept that pace,
I still would have been 12.
it would have
13.
been 13 hours.
For the 50 miler?
Yeah.
For the 50 miler. So
I don't know if that would. I don't remember what the cutoff was. I know it was 7 p.m., but I don't remember the math of how many hours that was.
I think a 10 hour. You could have done a 10 hour without
I think 10 hours if it was flat.
Without those up and downs, the steep up and downs where it like stops your foot.
Yes. Or what was that?
It was a tire.
First, I'm gonna be the first one to die. Now I can't drive.
It's
That guy swerved again. He's
it's
not
that
a very
meme
good
of crew, and it's cranky runners always waiting.
Why do I have to be the victim of your crankiness? I don't understand. Like you're taking advantage that I'm being nice to you because you're all tired. Wait till you're good and energized, and then I will get you then.
Watch out, you're gonna get got.
I thought you said that this Jason's Deli was a mile away.
No. Yeah.
Oh,
20 minutes away.
Oh, okay.
No, they were a mile away from each other.
Oh, because I was like, this is a really long
Oh,
mile.
yeah.
I
Well,
think
all the
it's
miles we did today were really long.
So we're in a park. Like it's, there's something. We're not running there.
So this is back to the race. I think it's interesting how after all the races that we do, even this one, I learned something.
What'd you learn?
Learned that I still can get my ass handed to me. And that I'm not always the badass bitch that in my head I think I am.
You're still a
You
badass
are.
bitch.
Not
Well-
everyone can run 30 fucking miles.
Well, I learned it is not a given.
Oh no,
It is not a given.
certainly no. But you did finish, and you did PR.
I think I don't typically keep track of times
Because Garmin does.
Huh? Oh yeah,
Strava
And
does.
Strava does.
Garmin would.
Ask your stalker, like,
There's
what
a
your
stalker.
PR is. I mean, doesn't everybody have a stalker?
Oh, I have a stalker, but
Oh no,
I try to dodge them.
I don't mean a real one.
Oh.
I was kidding.
I'm like, I blocked my stalker.
I meant like a funny stalker like that.
Oh, a run stalker.
Yes.
I don't know.
It was a good race,
Yes.
and the further I get away from it, the better I'll like it.
All right, let's pretend this is a Yelp review. How many stars would you give this race? And give us your review. Make it short and sweet. Like if you're writing that review.
Ready?
Michelle, you go first.
Okay. They have 5 stars, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 4.5 stars. Perfect landscape. Perfect aid stations. The aid stations were amazing. The volunteers are always amazing. The funny like groups of people that come out are always amazing, helpful, and very energetic. But that cutoff is like just too tight.
It's a little unfair.
A little tight.
A little unfair.
Are they trying to have finishers, or
I mean, I don't know. The guy that was first, like, he was Scott Jurek zooming.
Yeah, but okay. He was stretching when
He was the one who was stretching.
and
stretch.
Amber thought he fell because he was that
he
quick to just get on the
would?
floor.
I don't even remember him passing me.
Oh, he passed me.
He passed everybody, guys.
Oh,
He lapped me.
oh, I don't even remember that. Then 2 other guys passed me, so at least 3 lapped me. Wow.
Yeah, wow.
He did kind of fall down. He was very graceful and fluid about it, but he fell down.
When at the beginning?
Yeah.
He didn't fall. He sat down to
He's
stretch.
standing straight up, and then next thing he's on
Yes,
the ground
he's-
stretching, and I'm
he
like,
sat-
how did you get there?
Because he sat quick.
He did burpees as a warm up.
Probably. Drank dragon blood instead
Um,
of tailwind. That's what you guys need to be doing.
Damn it.
I think I would give
A
it.
supply of dragons.
So I won't do that because she's vegan.
Yeah. Okay. Amber, tell us your Yelp review.
I mean, everything about the race was good. It was just me that wasn't. So and that's tainting my experience. So I would probably give it a good, but I still think it sucks that yours got cut off because you.
But it's your Yelp review.
Yeah, but you're part of my tribe, and you not getting to do your thing, and me celebrating your.
And as trail runners, you know, it's a community.
Yeah, and if I ever wanted to come back, I'm sure as shit not doing it with that cut off. So I would probably give it a 4 for that, mainly because of you.
So,
I was gonna do maybe like a 4, 4.5 as well. Well, you know, the race was great. I mean, aside from what happened with you, you know, which was a bummer. But, you know, the scenery was beautiful. The aid stations were great. All the volunteers were amazing. You know, we even though it sucked, we finished the race. So
Well, and they also
Yay,
had
us.
like good mileage too. You know, I asked several of them because I wasn't exactly sure, and they could give me specific. Like, you know, it wasn't with other groups. You never quite know what the distance is going to be, whether it's going to be too much, too little.
Yeah.
This one was on point.
it was
Yes.
on point. It
And
was
then-
on point.
You know, the distance, and it helps in my head, especially towards the end, to be like, okay, how far do I have to make it? You have 7.2 miles or 1.9 miles.
You're
okay?
talking about the volunteers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they all knew the mileage. They were
Yeah.
like, oh, from here it's
From here it's there.
1.9 miles.
I
to
think it's
the
because they
finish.
all have been there for so long. Like, they've done that race or they
They've
volunteered
always
for
volunteered
the race. Yeah.
for it was amazing. That
Well,
was
and also
good.
the aid stations I felt like got better as time went on, because like in the beginning, that very last aid station was pretty slim. So I would second loop, and I knew I was one of the slower people. And I've had that happen where they shut down early, or they kind of give up on the aid station before I even get there, which, as being a slower person, I think is crap, because I
Yeah.
deserve the same experience.
Right.
And these actually seemed like they had more stuff the closer I got to the end,
Yeah.
and better than they did the first loop. So I really
Yeah.
liked the aid stations.
And the second to last one, they let me know that the last aid station is only water and like Gatorade. That
And candy.
man that was. Oh, did he have candy? He
Yeah,
didn't
yeah, he
stop.
had
I was
candy.
like, no.
And candy.
I ran by him. I was like, I have 2 more miles, and he was like 1.9. He's like, you don't need anything. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna dump my hat in your ice bucket, and I'm gonna keep going. I want to finish this shit. And I did. We did.
Yay!
Oh, look, a pumpkin patch. I think they're just selling pumpkins.
Okay. Well, that's patchy.
There's nothing.
Look, they have the wart ones and the gray ones that I
I
love.
like the
Yeah.
warties.
I like the gray
I do
ones.
too.
I like wart ones.
Too bad there's
They
no
have
room in the
ginormous
car.
White ones too.
Amber
can't
has room
walk.
in her car.
We're on the way back.
I can't
Bring
walk.
them.
I can't get out and do patchy. Pumpkin patchy. I'll stay in the car and look from afar. Those look nice. Pick that one. Get the warty one.
Alrighty.
Wait, I gotta review
Oh,
it too.
yes.
I didn't
Oh,
run
yes.
this, but
Yes.
this was my experience. I give it a 4.
A 4.
The perfect comes from the bagpipe player. He played.
Oh my god.
He played the final countdown on the
Oh,
bagpipes.
how fun!
And the rest of it gets a negative because the cutoff times were dumb. And that's it.
So, is this a next year race?
I'm never doing this race. This is not my jam.
This is not my jam.
I don't know. It's too soon.
But I will
me
support
in a
you.
Ask me in a week.
So,
I think so. Even if it's maybe just like the 25K, unless I got
Burr up your ass.
good training, under me, burr up my ass, and I'll be like, okay, 50K.
See, I feel like this might be
I
my
just heard
Franklin.
something up your ass.
I feel like this
Burr.
might be my Franklin, where I'm like, I'm gonna fucking own you.
You're gonna have to come back year after year
I'm
after
gonna
year.
own you. And the race is gonna say, ha, you tried that.
That's how I feel.
Round 2.
So it sounds like they for sure want to come back,
That
Michelle.
sounds like it.
That's what I'm hearing, Michelle.
Yeah, I love this race. I've already.
Would you do the 50 mile
I've already
again,
done it.
or would you do the 50K?
That's a
Of course
tough
she's gonna do
question.
it again.
So, like, I got some personal beef with it.
Right.
So, like, it feels like unfinished business, so probably. But I
So
really
you
need
gotta
to
burn up
train
your
my
ass.
ass off again. Like, way harder than
So speed.
I've ever trained
Speed,
before.
speed.
Yeah. Speed and weights.
And
I
strength.
did well.
Yeah,
Strength
Yeah.
training, core training. I feel like a year ago I was way into my core training, and it showed in my running. And I let it go after I reached my goal of 100 push-ups, and now I can't even do 5 again.
You just need a David Goggins in and just 1,000
He's an
push-ups.
No.
So, yes, core training.
I think we all said that at the end of this race. Michelle did, I did, and you
Yeah.
did.
What I am hearing is that you guys felt so inspired and challenged, and you saw your potential,
Oh, straight.
and you finally found a race that you're like, I am gonna beat your ass.
Well,
'Cause
I
I can.
also I want to say I need to train with Michelle and Soul more, because I feel like I'm not training with y'all enough, and y'all are my fasties. You're my carrots. So you make me better. And so I need to spend more time with y'all on the trails, because I'm a better runner when I'm around you.
And you need to bust our ass and get us to do that little.
Oh, those are
The
not
core
person's
stuff
voice
with me,
stuff.
we can do a boo burn.
Oh, burn. Alrighty. Well, that is our review.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Adios.
Hasta luego.
Besos.